I go for it's going to be mostly on your side anyway, so yeah,
Oh
go
yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah. How's everyone doing? I know this is a weird one. There's not like Crab Rave playing in the background. I've got Alan with me. He is over on Discord, but you're not going to see him on the stream. We are going to be finishing up the Osmo Pocket build, friggin' hopefully. God, I hope we can get it done today. Well, what do you think, boss? We gonna be able to get it done? What's the over under?
I think we should be able to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We got enough time on this. 2 hours to get this done. We'll speed run
We'll speed run it. Well, remember, you got to train me to do it in 2 hours. We're
it.
just waiting for people to get
Yeah.
in here and hang out, and I'm gonna switch over to my fusion with Tiny Grant. But yeah, we got Alan today. We are gonna be finishing up that Osmo Pocket. That thing has been like a thorn in my friggin' side, dude. This project has been a thorn in my side. But I just like I have no desire. Apparently Viper GTSR says equals 4. I don't know what equals 4 means, but sure. We'll go with that.
Typo?
I don't know what he's referencing.
All right. So first thing you want to do is just open up the electronics design. It'll actually go and open all of the various different
Oh, okay, just open this and everything just kind of pops open as it should.
Everything except for the library that you have to open manually.
Oh my. Okay. I'm just kind of waiting for it to figure itself out.
It takes a minute.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely takes a minute. What in Google Chrome is using so much? Oh, I bet it's the live stream. Okay.
Yeah, probably. Turn on QuickSync.
Yeah. I don't know if my computer supports QuickSync.
You got an Intel processor of generation 3 or later, you have QuickSync.
Oh. I have a dedicated GPU.
You'd use the if it's NVIDIA, you can do some transcoding with that, but QuickSync's better, except less processing power.
Okay.
Okay, so you got them both open. Let's go ahead and
Let me just make sure
you probably
we're still pretty mad. I gotta see what's taking up so much of my CPU. Give me just a second.
Chrome has a task manager built in as well, right?
It does?
It does. If you open up Chrome, go to the little hamburger icon, and then down to Tools, there's a more tools, and a task manager.
No kidding.
And then you can sort by CPU usage and
Browser.
well, I mean, like
sort
there you
by
go, your GPU process. So yeah, it looks like it's most like the transcoder,
It's Facebook.
the GPU going like that.
It's Facebook being stupid, isn't it?
I wouldn't doubt it. You can kill it.
Goodbye, Facebook. No one cares about you. You're adopted. Are we happier now?
A little bit.
Oh yeah, we're way
still got
happier now. Oh yeah, we're running like the 50 to 70%. All right, we'll deal with that another day. That's I didn't know
TIL,
that
Facebook
Chrome
is using your computer as a crypto miner.
Don't tell me these things. Don't tell me these things. I don't want to know these things. I am going to sit here and I'm going to assume plausible deniability that Facebook is a wonderful company, would never do something like that to us because we must trust Papa. I don't know what the hell his name is. What the hell is his name?
Papa Zuck.
Zuckerberg. Yes, Papa Zuckerberg. We must trust him just like we trust Papa Google because they would never do anything nefarious. You need me to open up the library, correct?
Yeah, just double click it.
Okay.
All right. So last we were looking. I think we got the footprint and all that stuff sorted out. We started placing it on the board. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yep.
So
we
were
started
starting to look
messing. Get rid of that. We started messing with the
Right.
IN 4148s and those. So
right.
let's catch up anyone that is just watching this for the first time. So we are building charging circuits for a DJI Osmo Pocket, which is effectively just a USB cord. The problem is that the connectors that we want to use don't readily, easily exist. And the ones that we are planning to use don't actually have any of the chips, or any of the the technical stuff that we need. It's like we can buy them, but we can't build boards with them because we don't have any pinouts or anything like that. Now we do, thanks to Alan. And Alan, you own Pyr0ball PCB. So if people are looking to get custom circuit boards made, and it's specifically custom circuit boards, can they reach out to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And if you are looking to get custom circuit boards inside of your projects with 3D printing, you can reach out to 3D Musketeers, where Alan works with us. So you'd be able to work with Alan. It's kind of just how that works. Yes. And he's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He's a little camera shy, which is fine. I understand that. But, you know, he's pretty freaking awesome. And just, he taught a moron. And I am that moron. He taught a moron how to do this in, like, what, 2 hours?
I think we were on for at least 3 at that point, but a lot of that was just poking around at the technical aspects of things. So it was less learning than the entire time.
That's fair.
Either way, so what we're doing right now is we're setting up reverse voltage protection, and we're doing there's 2 different types of reverse voltage protection we're adding in here. First one is if somehow you end up accidentally connecting your positive rail to your negative rail on your input side. The other way is to prevent backflow, basically. If you
right. Because these do pass power through the USB-C connector. We know that they do this.
Exactly. So when we're doing these diodes, the way we're going to be setting these up is we're going to connect the anode, or the positive side to the positive side of the bus, where we already have it, which right now is currently V-bus.
Yeah, we have one on the V-bus.
The negative side, the cathode, the negative side is going to be connected to ground. In each case, in this case at least. So what we're going to do is you're going to take another wire.
I have to like relearn all of this stuff. Is it net? Is that what I want?
That's the one you want. Very well remembered.
Start there.
And then you can just take it down. You can connect it there to that pin, because that's the ground as well.
Should I just make a ground plane?
We will in a moment. So
okay, so there's fine for now.
You can get connect to that if you want. Just stick it on that lower pin for now.
Okay.
And now we're actually going to go and add a new part to make the ground.
Okay. So
And you remember how to do that?
Yes, it's here. We're going to add a part.
Right. Yeah. All right. Now, actually, again, we're just search for it. Do star GND star.
And we're literally just looking for.
Yeah, you can use a bunch of different versions. You can use a bunch of different types of grounds depending on the complexity of your electronics design.
This is always how I've written and drawn ground with the.
That's earth ground. So that's if you're attaching a wire straight to earth, that's what that one particularly means.
Oh, okay.
Regular ground, you usually just see either a triangle or that line. Usually, the bar.
Well, let's go with the triangle.
That's usually denoted for A ground, for analog signals and things like that. But you can use whatever you feel like. Honestly, it doesn't matter that much. Feel free to use whichever you feel like.
Well, it's digital, so let's just use DGND.
Yeah. All right, so you're gonna just stick that. Oh, you already placed it on accident. Just hit escape again, and you can move that one where it needs to go.
Like right there, or do you want to have it down somewhere else?
Down is probably a good idea. Go ahead and connect your nets up. There you go. If you scroll in, you'll notice you missed. Remember why that might be?
That is because I didn't click directly on the line.
That is true. Why didn't you click directly on the line?
Because I'm a ding dong.
No, actually, because your grid is off.
Oh, the friggin' grid again! It's the damn grid again! Ah! All right.
Another one of those little GUI paper cuts I was telling you about.
God. How do I do this again?
So first off, I would delete that wire that you just made.
Yeah.
Right click on it. And you delete. There's 2 ways to fix this.
It's in the slash commands, I believe, right?
Yeah, you can do it through and just type in grid and hit enter, or you can hit the grid button, which is up next to your view. It's just highlighted in the bar. You can see it there.
And we want 1.27.
1.2. Yeah, there you go.
This needs to go to millimeters too. Yep.
Doesn't really need to, but it can. I would always take. I would start from the pin. By the way, you're still in the delete tool. If you notice, it's highlighted in the
Yeah,
marble.
I
Yeah.
yep.
So I would start your net from the pin and not from the existing wire net
Okay.
you made.
Yeah, because then you'll have
That's
a.
just best practice. It's easier to do. If you
Oh, right, because
scroll,
we know why this doesn't
when you
connect.
made that last net,
Yep.
we actually want to go and delete the
Yep.
whole business
We
there.
want to go back and actually delete that there and make a new net, right?
Right, precisely. Oh, that's why. Just click onto the ground net first. Then take from that pin, and yeah, there you go. Because that pin is slightly
Yeah, good
than
enough
its
for government
original.
work, homie. That's fine.
Uh,
It's fine. I don't care.
all right,
There are
perfect.
certain times in my life where it's just like, whatever.
We're not actually doing anything with the data on these pins for
This
the USB, right?
no, yeah, it's just power, straight power.
Okay, great. So at some point I'll show you how to do differential signaling pairs and stuff like that. But for now, let's just hook up the other VBus pin
Yep.
to the upper end of that net.
Okay.
Yeah, up is good. It just aesthetically it has to connect to the top of that.
Is that fine?
But anyway, let's see. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's see. And then the ground pin at the top there, your A1 needs to get connected to ground as well. You can go around, you can go under, doesn't matter. Uh-huh.
Okay. Beautiful.
Let me see. Okay, so last thing we're gonna do.
This seems very cramped. I'm gonna. Give me a second. I want to.
You can close those inspector and design manager windows with the double arrow.
Do I want? Well, I'll leave design.
I don't really
up.
use
You don't
I
use
don't use
either of
those
them?
most of the time. Like 90% of the time, I don't have those open because I want to be able to select whatever I want at the time. I
Yeah.
use those panels for very specific things.
Okay.
Like if you're finding particular elements that you can't visually locate, that kind of thing. It's for when your stuff gets really complex. So, all right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take that second diode
Yep.
and we're going to rotate it so it's pointing to the left, where the arrow is sort of left facing.
Rotate.
You
It's
can also
R,
like
isn't it? What's the? Okay, sure. We want it to
so,
be upside down, right?
Oh, actually, you want it to be facing to the left. So there's two ways to rotate the way you just did, or you can with your left click, hold, and drag on the origin cross on the middle of it, and then you can hit right click to rotate. So once you've clicked it to move it, you can
Okay.
and you want it to be facing the other direction at the moment, opposite way it is. There you go. All
Okay.
right, now go ahead and move. You're gonna want to move that thing. We're just gonna stick it so that its butt is touching where those two nets are touching on the other diode.
Right there.
There you go. Just like that.
Now, will it just auto connect there because I have it?
Yep, it will.
Okay.
Now we're gonna go ahead and take another net, stick it out from there. I'd say like a couple of clicks up or from there. Yeah, just drop it.
Like here?
And that's gonna be our actual voltage output. So did you hit? Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So if you scroll back out a smidge a little bit more, now what we're gonna do is label that net.
Here.
And that is going to be done with. What we're going to do that with is so we're going to name it, not just label it. So this is the one just to the left of that. Perfect, exactly. Yeah. Go ahead and click on that. We're going to give this one the name VCC underscore 5V. That
Makes
is
sense.
our
Voltage.
voltage collector at 5 volt
Yep.
output. So
Yep.
then you'll notice on that little bar or the window that popped up to the right hand side,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of different options. Top XREF thing.
Ah,
Oh,
crap.
you clicked. All right, so that's fine. You can right click on the origin for that, or properties. You can change it
Okay.
from there. Actually, can you? There's the XREF checkbox, and it's right in the middle. There you
Yep.
go. I think if you hit apply, should change it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that makes it a little easier to see, and you can just stick it on top of that wire. Make it easier to read. And right click to rotate it. I like having those be vertical personally.
No.
While you're dragging, you can hit the right click button. You have two fingers. Click, hold, and drag, then right click while you're holding and dragging it.
Just gonna
Did that not work?
just just gonna click rotate. We'll call it a day. Clearly, I don't know what I'm.
Okay.
I,
That's okay. I'll show you at some point.
Look, you need me to use more than one at a time. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right.
That's
Cut me some slack. Cut me some slack.
Okay, slack you have. Anyway, let's. Okay, so now we've
I
got
do, it's down here.
just our basic.
You can't see it. See, I've got slack.
All right, so now we want to add like that USB indicator that says, "Hey, I'm charging right now," right?
Oh yeah, we want the blinking lights, right?
Well, at the moment, I was just planning on adding like I'm getting power from this particular circuit kind of situation.
Yeah, we just need an LED that turns on and says, "Hey, there's power."
Okay, so the way I'm going to connect this thing up right now is basically just going to show power is available whenever you have the entire system plugged in.
Could we do something that like changes color based on? Because I know that this is possible, and I'm feature creeping. By the way, this is a feature creep. So if you're working with a designer and they say you're feature creeping, understand that what I'm about to ask costs more money. This is not included in your original quote. That's not how this works. So I would love to have something to where the lights will change color based on the state of the charge.
That is very doable.
Yeah, because it deals with current sensing, right?
Sometimes.
Okay.
There's oftentimes you have current sensors in the charging side of things. If you have it in the battery, sometimes what you can do is have something called a comparator. Where it'll check the voltage of the battery versus the voltage of the input, and like when the threshold between those is crossed, it'll change a circuit.
I have a small experience with Minecraft. I know what a comparator means.
Right. So anyway, a comparator in electronics behaves very differently than a comparator in Minecraft, I will say.
Clearly. My brother, Tarsman, is asking, he wants a button to allow just full RGB rainbow puke. That's coming later with some NeoPixels. Because if you all thought I wasn't going to add NeoPixels or RGB LEDs into this, you were solely mistaken. You should know better at this point. I do dumb things like this, and I love it.
So as far as like from the charger side of things, there's a couple of ways that we can handle the that LED change of heart type of thing. The first one would actually be a mechanical switch, where like it changes as the device is plugged into the unit.
Yeah, I guess as it plugs in, there could be a little tactile push button. But
exactly, basically,
that's not really what I'm looking for. That's just is there a camera in there or not?
Exactly.
If
you want to know whether it's actually finished charging or not.
Exactly.
So that
we're going to go down
and that does require a current sensing application of some kind if you don't have any communications with the battery. If you're lucky like that.
Okay, so
because
can we do the easy way and then add the feature creep without too much extra work, or do we have to do the feature creep right now, or it's going to bite us? Because I don't want us, because we have a hard stop at 2 because we have a video coming out at 2 and you have stuff to do at 2.
That is something that would take us beyond the scope of this current thing, but we definitely can add in a way of adding it later for sure.
How much extra
and
time
how we do
that
that
take?
Adding the thing that let us add it in later will be one part. All we do for that is just add in what's called a jumper. So like I'll have this little jumper area that normally would go through this whole circuit, but we can just stick a bridge across that and it'll pass right through.
Okay, I'm saying in terms of the work that you and I have to do. Like the actual circuit board thing is no big deal. I'm saying that if we go the easy route of, hey, I've got power or I don't have power, which is just an LED inline, probably in parallel with a resistor. Well, yeah. No, it would... Yeah, it would be in parallel with a resistor. Right?
It would be in series with. Well, it was parallel, basically, if you have a resistor...
Least resistance, it would just go around it. It would
exactly, yeah.
So how do we deal with still needing to get 5 volts to the system, but also now having a voltage bleed resistor?
That's the fun part is you get what's called current limiting based upon the resistor that's involved. So
we don't want to limit the current all that much.
Well, what you want to limit the current that's going to the LED.
Yes, yeah, we want to limit the
What-
current to the LED. We don't want to limit the current to the Osmo.
Precisely. So what we're going to be doing is we're sticking an LED on like in parallel with that other diode, almost.
Okay. So I need to add a part, obviously.
And if you do like LED, we can.
Oh, there it is, baby. There it is. Do that. Let's do this.
Those ones are the 4-pin 3mm like bullet style ones.
Oh, this is the 5mm, man. That's the big boy. Don't worry, we're not gonna.
Oh yeah, isn't it? All right. What's under that LED section there for the Adafruit thing? So we got some chip LEDs and the.
I'd like to have ones of like reasonably substantial size, or ones that are very bright.
Well, the throw-hole like 3mm ones or 5mm ones would work, right?
I've got 5mm like in stock here.
All right, let's just use one of those then.
SMD might be fun. Or no?
If you like.
Yeah.
If you have them on hand, it's harder to work with.
Well, we're gonna have these boards pre-populated, so like.
Okay, then let's do the LED 0805s.
Okay. And are these gonna be pretty bright? Because 0805, that's 8 thousandths by 5 thousandths of an inch, right?
I think it's done by like it's 0.05 or 0.08 millimeter by 0.05 millimeter. Might be wrong.
That'd be really tiny in millimeters. It might be 50 thousandths, 80 thousandths by 50 thousandths. I don't know.
I forget. I don't know, man. I forget what the notations mean.
Neither of us are that right. Neither of us are that engineer. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. We've got it right here. 2 millimeters wide, 0.1 inch. Yeah, so it's 80 by 50 thousandths. That's what it is. It's 80 by 50 thousandths.
Okay, cool.
All right, so this is what we want.
Go ahead and grab that. Yep, that'll be fine. All right, now, go ahead and drop that. Just there, it's fine. We're gonna get another resistor, probably the 0805 variety as well.
Okay. What do I want to look for in here? Just resistor. There's gonna be a crap load of resistors. Well, if I could spell resistor right.
The ones from that one of those will actually have the there you go. You want to do 0805. You want something with a model built into it. There you go. That's
kind of model.
No, if you notice the metrics on the I see. It's a flat one for some reason. I have better. The ones that are in the comfort library have better models. If you're curious.
You want one of these?
I would get the 0805 at the bottom. That's a cap one.
This one?
Near the lower.
Oh, yeah. These.
I thought I had one of those with an actual resistor thing on it, but I guess not.
I mean, I can see the little thing right there.
Yeah, but that's a capacitor model.
Yeah.
that was a mistake that I made eventually. So, all right, I can fix it at some point.
Wow.
Just whichever one you feel like. It doesn't really matter that much.
That's a resistor.
Hey, there you go. Use that one.
Yeah.
That's cosmetic only, by the way.
I know.
All right, go ahead and stick that above the LED.
Like right up here.
Right there, yeah. I right click the. Never mind. Okay, hit escape. You can rotate it now. And we're gonna move them both down a little bit so that you can squeeze that in between your VCC. You don't want overlapping the actual pins on the LED though.
All right,
so
something
you
like
move
that.
Down.
So I want to grab, and then move this down, something like that.
More of a gap, please.
Oh, okay. Then we add a.
Yeah, you need to add a net between them. So otherwise, it makes it automatically if you put it right on there.
Hey, look at that! It's like I know what I'm doing or something.
Yeah, except that's a problem
for?
if you do it on accident.
What the hell are you even here for? No, I'm joking. You're awesome. I love you.
And then just go ahead and do the output for the LED to ground.
Okay, so it is in parallel with the system.
Oh, it's not. It's in parallel with the system. It is not. The resistor is not in parallel with the LED. Which is what you said.
God. Okay. I must have said it wrong. I knew this is what I was talking about, and you're like, no, it doesn't work like that. I'm like, I don't think you know how electronics work, but I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let him see it through. We had a miscommunication. Yes. I need to
And
have a model that is just miscommunication, and it's MS dot
I will say
communication.
I'm the worst pedant when it comes to technical terms in electronics, so I apologize. But yes, if you say something wrong, I will treat it as if you meant to say that, and we'll
That's fine.
correct you as
Understand,
best as
I'm an
possible.
idiot, so I'd rather us take like 2 minutes to figure out who's right, who's wrong, and actually get the right answer. Because
Sure.
of course, there are people watching us, a
Yeah.
couple of them, instead of potentially having problems down the road. So okay,
So what color LED would you want to use for this? Out of curiosity.
blue.
Okay, so blue LEDs have a voltage drop, or they have a forward voltage usually of between 3 and 3.3 volts.
Which is common for most LEDs. I think red are the only ones that are higher, right?
Oh, it's the other way around. So red
Oh.
is the low end, blue is the high end as far as consumption.
Right, because wavelengths and stuff, right?
Right. So basically, so what you need to do now is go up to one of those handy dandy voltage or the LED current calculators online, and we're gonna actually find out what value resistor to stick in front of it. I would just do LED resistor calculator in Google. I know the calculations how to do this, but this is the easiest way
Oh man,
to
DigiKey's
to
got
find
one.
it.
Sup,
Yeah,
DigiKey?
exactly. So our supply voltage is 5 volt.
5. Forward voltage.
Forward
3.
voltage, just call it 3.
I'm gonna say it's a 470 ohm resistor sitting in my
Forward current, most SMD LEDs are going to be 0.2 milliamp. Or sorry, it's going to be 20 milliamp rather.
I'd say they're like 20 or 30. Okay, it's 100 ohms. Well, fine.
Okay, there you go.
If it was
And it's,
is it 12 where it's 470? Yeah, 12 is the 470. Okay.
So you need a 100 ohm resistor for it.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is going to hit the value button that's right next to the wrench in your toolbar at the top. On the you're going to be hitting that on the origin. There you go. Perfect. That little cross in the middle. All right, so 100R is the proper notation.
Now, how and 100 ohm, probably what, quarter watt should be more than enough?
Yeah. You're going to be you're doing an 0805 here, so it's going to be a tenth of a watt.
Oh, okay. So the size of this is. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Grant, you big dummy.
You can get 0805s with a higher value, but that's the usual.
Yeah, I want.
And then if you want a value, this one you can.
Bright blue when it's on. I want green when it's done charging. So when it senses lower current, I want it to click on a green LED, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Now,
so that
the system does something similar. Like the Osmos have little indicator lights. They turn off though, so that they flash green while they're charging, and then they turn off when they're done.
Mm-hmm.
They're weird.
So that whole business requires that we add something called a shunt and the whole comparator circuit and all that stuff, and that may take us a minute.
Okay.
But let's go back over to the PCB side first with what we've already done.
So let me save this.
Layout.
This is good. See, this is much better than if I was trying to do it myself, because God, this would suck.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Man, oh, Jesus. Okay. Did we ever get this right? We got this right, didn't we?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Like, not broken?
Was broken?
Didn't we screw this up or so? I forget. I don't know.
I don't think so.
We had to rebuild that from scratch. I do remember this.
Because we couldn't find it.
I need to move this stuff up here anyways, so let's just get this stuff moved, and then we will find...
So yeah, you'll notice that there's these wires, or these lines connecting certain pins.
Yep.
It's our nets. Yeah, you can sort of lay them out however you feel like.
Because you don't want the lines to overlap.
While you're clicking, holding, and while you're dragging parts around, at any time you can right click and it'll rotate. Are you trying to do a right click and nothing happened?
No. Do I need to rotate this? Oh yeah, I absolutely do.
If you do, you'll notice. There you go.
Oh, it's way more better. Okay.
Yeah.
Those probably have to stay
origins.
where they are. Yeah.
They can go kind of wherever, but
well, no, in terms of orientation.
There's lots of ways to do it. Either way, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to set up a ground plane.
Right.
And how we're going to do that is by using the poly tool.
And the poly tool
It says polygon on it with a big old pentagram.
Ah,
Yep.
cool. Polygon.
And I would just like. So what you're going to do now is just you're going to basically make a polygon to the size of whatever PCB you feel like at the moment. This is just going to be the big old plane
What the hell?
on the bottom and top.
How do I
remember how poly? Have you ever done polygons in Fusion?
No,
Just
I only
lay down
do
the next point and
circumscribed or inscribed.
Okay, well, it's not. That's because you're doing like actual shapes instead of like a abstract form polygon. Anyway, go ahead and drop another point somewhere, and you'll start
I just want a dang
moving
rectangle, Bobby.
Make a rectangle.
That's
Can't do it diagonally.
Yeah, I just want a rectangle. Can I get a rectangle?
So yes, you can. If you place each of the corners, then it'll be a rectangle. You have to start from one, go to the next corner, then to the next corner.
Oh, like this?
Corner. Yes.
Yeah, I just want a gosh darn rectangle.
And then finish it out with the last one. Close the poly. There you go. And do GND. Go. Now,
You're looking at this saying, "Oh my God, he sucks at this. This could be done so much better and so much faster." Now remember, we're doing two.
This is
boards.
your first try.
We're doing 2 boards for this too. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a tip.
I remember this is what's going to be going on the sides. We have the whole back plane for it that we have to do as well, right?
Yeah, I was thinking the LED would go on the bottom PCB, and then I could just put a hole in it.
I'm sure we can do that too. Yeah, that's something that we can do. We can also build both of those boards within the same design and like separate them with mouse bites.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. That's exactly what I want to do. Okay. Yeah, separate with mouse bites, then I can, huh?
Easy peasy then.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I just click OK at this point.
So, yeah, exactly. Go ahead, and you'll notice that if you scroll in, certain pins will have. Oh, maybe they haven't. If you look in the USB area, those pins at the bottom, there should be the ground. Oh, because they're set to DG. Got it. Okay, we need to go back over to the properties on that polyline. Just right-click on either any of the edges, and go to properties.
Do DG
We need
and
to
D?
change that. Yeah, we need to change to DG and D because that's the net we chose. Yeah, there you go. And hit OK. Right now, if you zoom in, you'll notice that the grounds have all connected. Except for the one on the right-hand side for some reason. Scroll back in for me.
It doesn't say that it's
B1. Yes, it does. You see those pins that are extending out from the pads into the polyline?
No.
Okay, so
am I stupid? What the hell am I missing?
Your mouse is currently over it. Do you see those to the top, right, and bottom? It has lines extending out of it. Those are the poly that has been connected to the ground pad.
Oh, this big red line here.
Yes, those are thermal connections. So it's not just plastered straight over from the entire polyline. It's giving it a little space here and there so that when you're soldering, those pads will heat up properly so that they can be soldered to.
Gotcha.
For that pad on the.
I'm over here like I don't see any friggin' little white line wires. I don't know what's going on here. Okay.
Oh, they're not white. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, that's what. Yeah, I don't know these things, man. I'm just friggin' trying. I'm trying.
Yeah, that's fine. It's hard for me to explain quite as well without being able to like point at it for you as well. So anyway, one thing that I've noticed that we have a problem with is that the ground pin on the right hand side of that footprint isn't connecting to the ground plane for some reason. So we need to go and figure out why.
This one here, it's got
B1.
some naming issues.
Not that one. The right hand side.
Oh, your other right.
See this one. To one just to the left of that. Is supposed to be doing the same sort of thermal lines.
It says
top,
A,
bottom,
G, and D on one side.
Oh, that'll be why, I think.
Or
Let's.
that's really tough to read. It says B1AGND, and then there's A1.
There's a tool for this, for us to be
Okay.
able to actually be able to see this properly. If you'll notice under the manufacturing, or there's a layers section.
Yep.
The right hand side, yeah, toggle single layer is the right hand one. There. Now we can
Oh,
see just the top or just the bottom.
that says A12.
Okay, so if we switch over to the bottom layer, uh, you have to use the pull down just below that.
Oh, huh. Dummy.
Okay, so that one's set to DG and D, but the top one is what? Um, Switch to back to top again.
DGND.
No, A12 is not connected. That's why. So let's get back over to our schematic.
Okay.
All right, yeah, A12 is not currently connected to ground. That's why.
Okay, so just grab A12, go straight to ground.
And well, just straight down is fine. You need yeah, I would do it to the yeah. There you go. That other line is a little bit wonky from spacing.
Go ahead and resave it.
You don't have to save it every time. It'll do it automatically.
Okay,
when
I
you
didn't
do
know if it
some
only
stuff.
updates when you do that. Hey, Macarena! There it is.
Right, so that's only the top layer. We actually need to build the bottom one. So the easiest way to do this is to right click again on the
Oh no, the
polyline.
bottom's there.
Top. But what you have there is the grayed out view of the top, and your pins on the bottom. You don't have a you don't actually have the polygon on the bottom. Those pins aren't connected to anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
freaking
If
rip.
you see
Okay.
the blue is bottom, red is all top. So right now,
Right.
only thing that's in the bottom are the pins.
Okay, so we gotta go
We're gonna
back
go
over to the
ahead and-
schematic.
No, we don't actually.
Oh,
We're gonna go and right click. Those pins are already connected in the schematic, but they're not connected on the board physically because we've only done a polyplane on the top. We need to do it on the bottom now.
okay.
And the easiest way to do this is just duplicate the existing one. And how do you do that is to right click on the polyline on the any of the edges of the polyline, and go to copy at the top. Or sorry, convert. Copy works well, but you can also convert to lines and do it that way. I would just drop that where it is, or where the existing was,
Okay.
and now we're gonna hit escape or cancel. Right click on the side of that thing again. Properties. We're gonna change that layer from top to bottom. And hit apply. You have one on top, one on bottom.
Okay, so we have the two ground planes. Got it. Okay. Okay.
Precisely. You can also change one of the ground planes to be a power plane if you want to, but generally you don't want to do it unless you have 4 or more layers.
Hold on. I'm hearing
Generally
some noise.
speaking,
Are you good back there? You've kicked down how many pieces of support now? Are you good or do you need help? Blink if you need help. You're a 3D printer. You can't blink. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
and watch out for spaghetti detector. They have a security breach.
It's been fixed. Did you see the that they fixed it?
I had. I'm glad they fixed it.
It was a 4-hour security problem. They were doing some sort of server migration. Some things got turned upside down, and there was that one Reddit
That's how
user.
this
And,
goes.
yeah, they talked about the entire thing, how it happened, why it happened, and what they're doing to fix it, and that it's already been repaired. It's a really interesting security flaw. We don't use the spaghetti detective. Hilariously, though, their mascot is on our standing set, so I have the spaghetti detective outside on the set. But
All right, so
okay.
just for a sanity check, go ahead and switch layers back to top for me again. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that they actually were still there. Fantastic. Now, so you'll also notice that we have the connector, the USB connector is currently facing in toward the board instead of out.
Question:
toward the
why are
edges.
these IN4148s through holes?
That's what we chose.
Do
I think we were talking about doing the 3-hole ones before. We can get SMD diodes easy. Actually, I should show you how to do that.
Because like
I
you
can
should
replace
be
the
able
part
to.
without having to.
I can probably solder 0805s myself. I mean, I feel like it makes sense. Well, maybe does it make sense to have these boards be assembled or not?
I think that you can probably do the assembly on this. The one part that I would be kind of worried about would be the actual USB connector itself. The other bits I'm pretty sure you can handle.
Which is literally the thing I
Uh,
have to do myself.
so you might as well just switch it out. Anyway, so what we can do is we can replace those without having to split futz with the schematic at all.
Right.
And how you do that is by like right clicking on the origin cross for it. I'll have to do this from the schematic.
Oh yeah, we do it in the schematic. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we do that from the schematic.
No. I'm saying the opposite. You don't have to do this in the
Oh,
schematic.
no kidding. Okay. Where's the origin?
Right click on the it's the you can see it right in the middle. It's hard to see with the ground plane. Here, another little trick for you, GUI wise, that'll make your life a lot easier
Yeah,
before
can
you
I
do that.
like
Go back
hide
in.
the ground plane?
Yes, you can. That this is something that not a lot of people know about, but I had to find myself. If you go into your text command box again,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna do rip up space the at symbol.
Oh.
Stop hitting enter before I'm done talking, man.
Space the at symbol.
Space at symbol and then a semicolon.
A semicolon.
I'll hit enter.
Oh yeah, it's so much better. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like, move and such. We only have two people
I
hanging
can
out
only
with
talk
us
so
right now.
fast,
It's
man.
okay. I know.
All right, so go ahead and right click on that, and then we're gonna go to replace. It's near the middle. There you go.
Okay.
If let me see if you've got. You probably want to clear out the search first.
Yeah. Yep.
I would for something comparable to an 0805, I would search for SOD 123 star SOD 123 S star.
Under diodes.
That'll do. You can get these in that package to do just about any kind of diode. So
Yeah,
it's
they got
a
little
generic
pads.
part
They
of them.
should be fine.
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, hey. There's the actual one that we were using in a reasonable... Should we use this one because it's the exact one we were using?
You click on the other one again. Use that one. That one's got an easier soldering flank to work with.
Really? Okay. Let's... Give me... Okay, those are the same damn thing. Okay. All right.
It doesn't matter that much as far as those. Just hit OK. It's because the thing we're replacing with doesn't have that notation to it.
And do the
and
same thing here. Okay, so we're gonna replace...
You should just be able to hit OK because it already have it selected.
Okay. Hit OK.
Yeah,
because like I can probably do this, and from what I'm seeing, I can move all this stuff a lot closer and make this board way smaller.
Precisely. And now, if you want to, we should probably go and rotate that connector the other way around so that the board edge is actually on the board edge.
Oh, this is the board edge.
Right now it's facing inward.
Is that it? It is. Okay.
You got to move it first.
Ah!
Left click to hold and drag, and then you can start right clicking. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
we'll sort out the precise
yeah.
location for the edge in a second. We can do that programmatically.
So now I need to... What the... I'm gonna clean this up. Give me...
Something else that you may not have noticed yet. Oh, you've still got it in single layer mode. But you can, if you undo that, you'll notice that there's little origin crosses for all the text as well. You can move the text independent from the part.
Okay, that's nice.
If you grab the part, it'll move all the text relative to it.
Okay. Right, that's what I've been doing. Oh my gosh, give me a second. Some Discord is going absolutely bonkers right now, and I need to shut it up. Give me just a second. Notifications. There. Okay. No, you son of a... Somebody Okay, there we go. Messages. All right, we're good. All
All
right.
right, everything okay?
Sorry. Okay, we're moving again.
Okay, so last thing we're probably going to need to add to this board is a connector that for which it will attach to the backplane. So we can do that with like JST. We can just do a bunch of like the DuPont through hole sort of headers or
I was thinking just using solder pads.
yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Isolated holes are like doing board to board solder pads is difficult. Um,
Is it? Okay, I didn't know that.
yeah.
My thought was we would do something where like the boards kind of fit into each other, mortise and tenon, and then
Oh, that's right. Now I
the
remember.
physical connection
Yeah.
is done with solder pads, one big one on the ground plane, and then you know.
2 seconds for me. Just I'm getting alerted by the missus. Something's up.
Sure, no problem. I know there's only a couple of you guys here on the stream, so and I know both of you, so hopefully you guys have already left a like. As always, these streams are sponsored by 3D Musketeers. If you are looking to get your ideas out of your head and into your hands with full art to part rapid prototyping and product development, utilizing people like Alan and less people like me, you can reach out to us. 3D Musketeers links will be in the description down below. But yeah, I don't know. We're going to probably be changing up the times of the stream, so you guys will be seeing that. I am looking to do it after the premiere rather than before it.
Hi. So my pup, who was supposed to be recovering from surgery, made a break for it.
Dude, like, that dog needs to be tied up. Like, just...
Oh, no.
In a dog-sized cage, so it just can't move. I know. I love dogs. It's not fair to the dog, but
yes,
that poor pup is
yes,
just
I know
going to
you're
keep
trying to
hurting
have a fun
itself.
time with the neighbor doggy. I know you want to have fun with Pebbles, but she's an annoying little bitch. Anyway. All right, so now let's see. Okay, we got to get the connectors sorted out. Board edge. That's what we were doing. Okay, so this part requires a little bit more of ingenuity, I suppose. We're gonna have to do some funkiness with the board outline to get this to work the way I expect it to. Let's see. I think probably the easiest way to do this is for us to use the test pads I've got as sort of like ground anchors. We're gonna stick them in sort of a alternating, almost like the top of a castle kind of
Well, so
pattern.
if we have pads on one side of the board that actually carry power and pads on the other side that do literally nothing, that don't connect to anything, when we do this like mortise and tenon thing, I can put solder on both sides, and that should be a reasonably strong connection, and a little JB Weld probably never hurt nobody neither.
Probably, yeah. I would definitely go and like cover the hell out of them with some epoxy, whatever it happens to need. Yeah,
Man,
absolutely.
JB Weld, JB Weld, all the things.
Okay, so let's go back over to the schematic again. Sure. And since we need a couple of those to actually carry power,
yeah.
Let's go back to the parts adding.
Okay.
And go. I would search for TP, test point. Sometimes you get lucky. I'm not sure what you've got. If you don't have them, I can send you a library for that. TP right there. Under comfort. I added it to that. Scroll down a little bit.
Idiot? Oh, okay, yep.
Above that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So you're looking for the square ones. It's gonna.
Oh, you want to do these for
ones
like
ending in
2.54. I'm thinking like big freaking solder pad. Hey Nadav, how you doing, buddy?
Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. There you go.
Some of the big chungus ones. Okay, so SQ
grab that one.
is square. That's the big one, right?
Grab that. Hit OK. Just stick that anywhere for now, and don't bother about connecting it. And we're gonna switch back over to the PCB to see how big it is.
We'll probably want. Okay, we're just gonna switch over to the PCB for now. Okay.
Yeah. All right. That looks almost the right size, actually. So go ahead and like stick that up, like toward the top of the PCB. What we're gonna need to do is figure out spacing between those, and we're gonna need them to like cut the board outline around them. So
Yeah,
need
my
a few of
thought is the
those. We're
board
gonna set
kind of
them up in
comes
the
like this, right? And
exactly precise.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly. And we're gonna what you'd have is you want to have one of these. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? The better way to do this is to sort of have a half size instead of being a square. It would be like half of the square. Have one on each side of each of those those upward
Why
joints,
don't we just do
so that they're separate.
that size?
Not sure what you mean.
Don't do them the half height. Do them full size, maybe.
Height isn't the issue. What I'm trying to do is to get two different connections for each one of them instead of a single connection.
Ah, okay.
I want to separate it out so that that one side is one thing and the other side is a different thing.
Okay, so go back to the add part. Let's find a smaller
What we
one
actually
then.
want to do, there's not going to be a smaller one. They're all square or round. So we have to modify it. And how we're going to
Okay.
do that is you go back into your library. We're gonna import it. Close that. Go to your library in the tabs. So the actual opened document of a library. If you look at the very, very top of your window, you have your electronics design, the schematic, the PCB, and the library.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Above that, all
Oh,
the way to the
over
right.
here.
Um, all the
Or
way to
am
the
I
right.
really stupid? Because above
More
this
to the
is
right.
nothing.
Above that is the tabs.
Yeah.
And to the right of that is an Osmo EE Library V5.
Oh, God. Alan, I'm sorry, buddy. It's a
It's
day.
okay.
All right, so we're
Okay,
gonna be
happens.
designing something.
We're going to be modifying, actually. So
Okay.
what we're going to do first is you're going to go and add a new part, which is the far left-hand button up there. You're over it. The far left one. Create new device. And import.
Okay.
Now we're going to go under the comfort malum is where that one was,
Yep.
and go ahead and grab the TP and hit import. Grab the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing.
It'll take all of them. Yeah,
Okay,
and
just
then
like
hit
that.
OK. I don't generally like. I don't like doing the thing where it gets all those parts at once in a lot of cases, but this is one where I think it's fine. What we're gonna do is go to on that content manager panel on the left hand side of the window. You'll see that there's a number of sections. You have your devices currently open. Under there is going to be footprints at the top of that window.
Yeah.
There you go. And go ahead and scroll down until you find that 20 SQ, the TP20. You scroll right past it. Down. There you go. There
Right
you go.
there.
There it is. Expand that. There's an expandy triangle
Here?
on it. Left side.
Oh, right. Okay. That.
Okay, that's the package. Is the footprint? Okay, so yeah, right click on the top bit for that. Not yeah, that one exactly. And then we're gonna duplicate. Perfect. And go ahead and do RC for rectangle, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, hit okay. There. Now you can right click on that pad. I think that's the name that you just clicked on.
Oh, I did. You're right. Okay, so properties then maybe.
Yep, exactly.
And
Remember to change your grid. Right now it's in
all
this.
right, all right. How do I make the grid standard to be in the millimeters and millimeters? How do we?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if you can. 127 is right.
Oh, the
I see
alt's
what you mean.
127, not 0.254.
It doesn't matter. The alt is just like
Oh.
the fine pitch. So,
Okay. There's got to be a way to do it.
and then we just change it to 1.
2x1. Ta-da!
Yep.
Oh,
It saves.
excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Save that. User saved. We're gonna come back to the schematic. I'm betting.
And then we're gonna right click on that You can do the schematic, or you can do it from the PCB and then replace it.
Oh, all right. The replace is fine too, I guess. Okay,
Because we changed the package.
We did, and
It's going to be under your library that you just made, that we were
oh,
working with.
cool. It's
So,
gonna be under this library. Like I know
yep.
what I'm doing.
Did you save the library? I don't think we did.
No, I didn't know I needed to do. Well, no, it says I did.
Did we save? Yeah.
It doesn't say I'm missing anything.
Oh, we did save it. Okay, let's. Oh, I'm sorry. Go back over to the PCB, and under the library menu, the library section of the menu, go to the update all. To the right a little bit. Update all. Yeah, there you go. Now
Okay,
you should be able to.
now
replace it.
we can pull it in.
Should be able to, yeah.
Okay, so now we go to replace.
Okay, maybe scroll up a little bit. Might be. Oh, you know what we didn't do yet?
What?
We forgot to add our new footprint to the part. So let's go back over to the library.
Okay.
All right, now we're gonna go to the devices section in our content manager.
Okay.
The TP. Go ahead and double click on the TP one. Double click
Find ours on there somewhere.
Scroll back up and double click on TP.
Oh, just double click on TP.
The top bit. Go. Now you got the whole thing open. Go ahead and close that inspector window so you can see it a little bit better. Now we're going to do new under that drop down on the lower right corner. Lower right. There you go. And add local package.
Local package.
Now we scroll and find the one that you just made. RC. And then just TP820RC. There you go. Okay. All right. Now we've added it to the part, so it should actually be available.
Okay, so now we save. Now
and you can replace
here.
this either from the schematic or from the side. Yeah.
I'm gonna update
exactly.
all. I'm gonna come here.
And now we should. Remember that was the text.
Yep. Replace.
Ruppers. Yeah, Osmo EE.
TP.
And there it is.
There she is.
Fantastic.
It didn't work.
Just happened. Unconnected pin. Shit. Okay, back over to the library.
We want it. It doesn't
Sorry.
need to be. What's it connected to? It ain't connected to anything.
We haven't connected it to anything. Remember how when we were doing pinouts for connecting parts and stuff, we have to connect the pin. You were in the right section before.
Oh, here? Okay.
Up.
Yep.
Double click on that. You're not double click. There you go. Okay, so go ahead and hit the connect button in the lower right corner. And hit OK. Or wait, sorry, I didn't hit the. Sorry, hit it one more time. Hit the connect button. There you go. Now hit OK. Save. Do the thing.
Okay. All right. Why is
All the little
everything that
steps
we do have to be so freaking custom? Why do you make me do things the tough way, Alan?
If you didn't get anything done the tough way, then you wouldn't have anything new, and everything would just be a rehash of everything else. So,
Finish, nothing to do, it says. Bullshit, you got plenty of work to do. Get to work, son.
and now you should be able to go and replace it again.
Okay, so we'll do that. Replace. Under Osmo EE, TP, SQ.
RC. You did the SQ, not the RC.
Son of a diddly. Just, yeah.
Going too fast, man.
This is just the speed that I work in.
Just slow down just enough so you can see what you're doing. Okay, so now go ahead and rotate that. I think we should probably put them vertically. And then we can exactly move them up toward the top of wherever it is that we're going to be making this connector.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think we can probably shrink this down a smidge so that it's not quite so big. But point being, we're going to do one of those on each side of our
So copy paste or
to do it from the schematic because we're going to be adding these to the ground plane and to the power plane.
You big dummy. Okay.
So I think just do two of them that are going to be attached to the 5 volt, and the rest of them are all going to be attached to ground.
Okay, so you want 2 on power and a few on ground, maybe?
I would say like 6 on ground.
Okay, you want to do a lot of these. Okay.
We're gonna be doing like 4 um, mortises, I think.
Okay, so we'll have...
Oh, dang it.
I go back
So
to the
those
design.
diodes, I don't know if you noticed the lines got a little bit wonky. I just noticed that myself.
What the hell happened?
We replaced parts and their origins changed.
Ah!
That's
Why? Why? Just
this is when
you.
you're replacing parts across libraries, things go and move into weird places and it tries to preserve connections as much as possible. There you go. You got the idea. You can do it like that. You can also just delete and redo them.
That's fine. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit wonky. You can just move the other end of it over, I suppose.
Oh, this is so stupid. Like, honestly, why don't you just auto update? You know, your brother
It
does
did. It did
this.
auto update.
Your
It's
brother
trying
does
to
this
preserve where
usually.
the actual like the pin connections are, so you don't have to redo them later. It's actually a kindness. You might want to just delete that whole stack and redo it. It's all to ground anyway. I think if you go from right, oh yeah, there you go. You got it.
Uh,
You just do it on the line that it's attached to. Oh,
I tried. It wouldn't connect to it, so I just went down. No big deal. And because it's gonna bother me, that will functionally bother me. So net,
yeah.
that
And
was from
just stick
V
it on that elbow, I
bus
think.
to
Yeah,
there.
yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That's
It even looks
that's cleaner.
cleaner.
Yeah. Okay, great.
All right. So now I
Yeah,
want to
and
do.
then remember you can rotate those however you like and move them around. So if you wanted to make them a little bit easier to see, you don't have to do it all the way from there. You can add another ground if you want, or you can go down with it, and you
Oh,
can
okay.
move them.
Well,
So
adding another ground would be easier. Clearly didn't do that right. Just do that. Okay. Come.
if you click once, it'll drop the first location. Then you can there you go.
Whatever. That one wasn't great. Good enough.
Good enough. Good enough. All right, go ahead and switch back over.
I probably need to save this, right? Or
Don't
no?
have to, but you
It'll
can.
auto update.
Auto update. Okay, so go ahead and you can get rid of the inspector again, I think.
All right. Now we
All
got
right,
all
so
these.
yeah, so now we should really actually think about where our board outline should be. So we should tighten up where all those diodes are. If you want them to be any closer to the
I
connector,
want to leave a
or
little bit of space here, but the diodes can be closer to each other for sure. No.
once you've got the whole thing selected, you have to hit escape before you can move an
Oh
individual.
my gosh.
The selections are sticky.
I don't. What the hell's. Where's J1 from?
It's going to be from the USB.
Oh, okay. All right, whatever. It's good enough. I can mess with all that stuff later. So we want
So
TP1. Oh god, all these have to be friggin' rotated. Jesus. Okay.
you can rotate them as you're dragging them up.
Oh right. All right. So let me grab it. Oh,
It
come
looks like you
on.
grab the it'll grab whatever's at top. So yeah, there you go.
So these will be our power. TP1, TP2 will be our power.
I would put those in the middle.
Okay, you want these in the middle.
Yeah, wherever the middle of your board is going to be roughly.
I don't know, man. I mean, I guess the middle of the board's probably somewhere like here.
If you're trying to center around the connector, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I'm trying to center
Try to get them as
reasonably
close
around
as
the connector.
you zoom in. We can go back over to okay. Right now you're on the library section of the toolbar, but if you go back to the design, you can switch around our grid again, make it a little bit more fine, so it's easier for us to get things together.
What are you thinking?
Probably want to do 0.5.
Oh, you son of a bitch. It's on mills.
Fine, just click the pull down. Just switch it to 0.5 for now because we're working with that size of unit.
All right, so we probably want to get this a little closer. I mean, how
I'll
close?
stick 'em right next to each other.
Oh, you want
I
them
guess
like that
those are.
close?
We're gonna be putting one on the top, one on the bottom.
Oh, okay. So we want them on top of each other, literally. Then, right?
Actually, do one to the right again, and you can use something called the mirror tool, which is going to be right next to the rotate
Yeah,
tool.
I know what that looks like.
Yeah.
So select them both and mirror them.
Just one.
Of course, with this.
Hit the mirror button, then click on one.
Okay.
Now hit escape so you don't mirror the other one. And
Okay.
then drag them on top of each other. Right. Well, because of flipping and because we changed our grid, that's why it's not lining up. We're just
Close
going to right
enough.
click and do properties and change the spacing.
I'm saying it's close enough.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Properties.
I just do like 12. Oh, hang on. Let's see, what's the actual thing?
Ooh, no, that's 0.5. No,
Sure.
0.7.
Yes, 12.7. That sounds right.
All right.
There we go. Okay. All right. Now, oh, that's going to be slightly problematic. Now I just realized we won't have any gap.
We're only going to pass power through one side of the board, I think, no?
If that's the case, go ahead and just undo what I just did.
Yeah, I don't really... I want pads on both sides, but there's no reason for us to, like, drill a hole through to pass power through, right?
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Okay.
So, undo it all?
Yeah, just go ahead and just Control Z until it's not on the bottom now.
Okay.
All right, now just leave those there. Let's go ahead and take the next set of pins and move them so that they have a 2 millimeter gap between them, and sort of same deal where you have them next to each other up on the board. Get it up there.
Okay. I'm getting them together, then move them all at once. If you think that's a good idea, I don't know. It seemed like a good idea in my head.
Sure. You can just space them out as needed.
How much space do you think?
Well, you want to give that like square gap in between each of the sets. So remember you have to deselect so you can do one. I'm gonna do it the other direction so you have
Oh,
more
look
space
at that! It
between
tells
the
us
power.
they're going to overlap each other. Interesting.
It does. Still on the
Ooh,
0.5.
that's not happy.
It's fine. You can ignore it. Just leave it there. It'll complain a lot about what we're about to do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're on the walk around methodology as well. So those are a little too close. Can't fit board between that.
Here?
No, the others.
Why are they
A far bigger gap between that if we're going to put a board around it.
Right, yeah, we wanted to do the little teeth thing.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is you need to put those pads together like you have the VCC ones, but put a gap that's just as big in between each of those pairs.
Okay, so you need more gap between this and these, is what you're telling me.
Yes. Bigger gap.
What the actual hell am I doing? No. Stop. Stop.
Escape. There you go. Anything that's highlighted has been selected and will move when you do stuff.
Something like that. Space-wise.
One click to the left, other left. There you go, right there. Now tighten up the one that you've got next to it.
I can't, so it's probably a properties deal, isn't it?
Actually, what you do is click. Yeah, there you go. Now you got one. Move to the left. Now we can right click. I think it's doing that because of where they all started, and the fact that they were all on a 1.27 grid before they were on a 0.5. So yeah, just change out the. What I actually would do, grab all of them and put them all at the same X, and then you can drag them away.
What do you mean?
Grab all of them.
Okay.
Open up the inspector again on the right.
Okay.
Where's our... Oh, okay, that's not it. My bad. And close it back up. Bad. Okay. Hit them, and then hit that wrench. And then, let's see what we're going to do. They don't have it there. Shit. I guess just right-click on one of them and hit properties. What I was looking for was location.
Spacing.
But you go ahead and... Spacing... Oh, maybe, yeah, let's give that a shot. Oh, nope. Won't work.
None of those are, like, legitimate. I'll go to 0.25.
What's the ... give you? What does the ... give you?
Oh.
There you go. 1.5. If this works, I'll be very amazed.
Hello?
I don't know. Either way, right-click on one of them. With them all selected, please.
Okay, didn't work.
And properties. Oh, it's only doing it for one. Never mind. I was gonna try and change the position to all be the same. Then you can drag them away, like we did that other time.
If and because there's a snap grid, there's really there's no way to do it, is there?
You just got to change one of them at a time, I guess. It's slightly annoying, but...
Yep. Well, that one's fine, so we don't need to do anything with that. This is the next one we need to... Come on. It ends up trying to click on something below it. I highlight...
This is what the selection filter is usually used for, is if you have a lot of tight stuff together and you want to get one specific thing.
Okay.
Is you change the selection filter, but that remember before when you got frustrated that you couldn't select on anything, is because we were using selection filter and it was only going for one particular type of thing at the time. And right now it's going for everything.
Is 18.2 good?
So,
yeah, it's fine.
That's perfect. So.
Oh my gosh. I just... I have you highlighted, you dumb piece of crap. Like...
No. If you keep right-clicking, there you
go.
Properties.
I hate this. This is so wrong. Why? Why is this even a thing, Alan? Seriously.
There's a lot of ways that they address what you're actually dealing with right now, the frustration you're having, which is there's a number of ways to cycle through selections before you actually do an action. And there's also a selection filter, because this is a problem when you have high-density stuff. It always will be. So, the way you can, I forget if it's right-click or middle-click to cycle through whenever your mouse is over, and it'll change selections. The other option is to keep right-clicking and then go to next. There's under the context menu, there's an actual next option.
All right, that's probably fine.
Yeah.
I think the issue is that we got a wire running right through the middle of them, and so I'm trying to like click on the origin, and it keeps grabbing the damn wire.
Yeah, it's the air wire. Yeah, right.
Oh, come on, dude!
If you want to, you can if you want to, we can turn off the AirWire selection, so you're not dealing with that.
Well, a little late now, but oh my god, it's so frustrating. Like seriously,
There are more efficient ways of doing this. I apologize for the way we've gone on this particular.
it's fine. Whoop. Nope. I said we're going to have an electrical engineer and we're going to make it easy. Alan. No, I love you. I appreciate you coming on and doing this with me. Huh?
I didn't choose the project.
I mean, you're right. You didn't. Look, I didn't know this was going to be this difficult, okay? And like...
Nobody ever does.
I don't think that, like... How should I have ever known that we were going to have this much trouble? Like, seriously.
No. Okay, so I think what we're probably going to want to do is to stick the 4 of those on the bottom. And they're going to be basically underneath the 4 of those test pads that we made. Okay. I think are gonna live on the bottom to act as the other side of the solder bridge.
Well, there's unfortunately only 5. There are 6, Grant, you dumbass. Okay, so you want 4 of them to live on the bottom as well, or total?
What they're gonna do is be they're going to live on the opposite side of where the top ones are, and it's just gonna be like the other side of the solder joint.
Okay,
more stable, basically.
All right.
And go ahead and hit the mirror button.
Boy, these are not
I don't know if
properly
it'll let you do
spaced, but I really just don't care.
It's fine. It doesn't matter that much for what we're doing. You go ahead and click on them. It should do it. Or
yeah, I did. I'm gonna.
You now have the mirror tool selected. You now have to mirror the things. You don't have them mirrored yet. You just deselected mirror tool. So.
I know. I'm mad.
Alright.
I'm mad because like I got the mirror tool. I can't select anything, Alan.
You're clicking and nothing's happening?
My God. Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Done.
All right, now just go ahead and scooch 1 pair of those underneath the VCC ones, and then I think you should probably scooch the other top ones on top.
So
of it.
probably take these 2
Doesn't
here.
matter. Whichever.
Scooch them underneath. Oh, I hate you and the horse you rode in on.
Hold Alt while you're moving.
Hold Alt?
Hmm?
Holy shit, what just happened?
You accidentally selected the top one as well. You want to switch to the single layer only mode. It might help you there.
Oh yeah, that'll help me. Okay. Hello?
Yeah.
Alright, so Alt. Oh, okay, well that...
It's your fine pitch movement.
It's still not fine enough.
Hit escape and Control Z. I would think actually to put it where it was.
I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Well, the reason it's not fine enough is because the grid, your fine pitch grid is still at 0.127.
Ah. All right, how fine? 0.05.
That works. Whatever you like.
I hate this. I hate everything about circuit design. I truly believe you and the other circuiteers are masochists. You know what? I can bridge a solder gap that far. That's good enough for the girls I go out with. I don't care. It's good enough. I am. Right, cool. Oh, I'm so friggin' done with this, dude. So done.
Yeah, remember, you're gonna move that other one over as well.
This where?
Under the 5-volt.
Oh, over. Oh. Jesus. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Don't give a shit.
Now I would move those two groups of pins slightly closer together. And we can leave them that wide if you want to.
Well, we don't need
But
to
I
have
would
the board that wide, so
precisely that's why I was thinking. So we do want a gap. We need to stick the other piece of board through
I
it.
think that gap is
Um,
good. I'm gonna take all of these. I'm gonna move them over to be a little bit closer to
Perfect.
center.
There you go.
Except we've
Fantastic,
got a
yeah.
problem. We've got only these ones are voltage and everything else is ground, but I guess that's okay.
That's intentional.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So now we get to go and modify the board outline.
Yes. So
The
how do we
easiest
do
way to
that?
do this, I would actually delete the existing board outline and start from scratch. And that's not what you just selected is not the board outline. So, and I would undo what you just did. Stop jumping ahead, man.
You bastard. You say to delete the board outline. This, to the layman, is a board outline. And there is only one person watching right now. But if other people are, I want you to comment. Because I'm right. I don't care that he's got, like, way more schooling in this. That's the board outline. Damn it.
Well, to be fair, what I did say is what we're going to do is not go do it.
All right, so what do I do here?
Zoom out a smidge.
Okay.
See all that blackness?
Yeah.
That's your board outline.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So right click on any edge. Delete.
What?
Near the top. And delete.
Delete.
Oh shit! It didn't do all of them. Hey, you can delete all the other 3 lines as well.
Delete group?
Yeah, maybe. Let's see what happens.
No.
Okay, delete the whole thing.
No, it did
I
that.
bet you it just deleted the group, but not the actual object. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you have the delete tool selected. All right, go ahead and escape. Now we get to make the board line. The board
So
outline.
what's this pink line then? Oh, that's our
That
ground
is your
plane.
it's your ground plane poly.
We should
Precisely.
probably adjust that, should we not?
Yeah, and that one you can just click, hold, and drag.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm tired.
Yeah, this happens.
I mean, it's like
And
we
you
could
do
go
free side.
all the way to here.
We can. We actually have to get smaller than that to go into the thing, but we'll see. I'll show you in a minute. We're gonna start out with just a regular board outline, then we'll modify.
Probably want
Up
something
just a little bit. You want overlapping? Want it overlapping the whole thing
so like that.
everywhere? No, the whole ass bitch.
Is this right?
So ground plane polylines will follow rules of other parts of the design, including the board outline and where the parts.
Okay, so make it
are.
bigger,
So
guys.
they can just sort of be everywhere.
Ha! Viper GTSR says I'm right. You damn right I'm right.
Okay, so we're gonna now grow and create the board outline using the board outline tool.
Okay.
It's that one that looks like a little putting green almost. There you go.
Ow, it does. It looks like a damn putting green. So we probably want to be a little bit outside of the ground plane. Or do we want to be right on the ground plane?
Doesn't matter. It can be in the ground. The board outline is the board outline. The ground plane will perform irrespective of it. So
Okay.
you just enclose your parts. Remember, you have to do each corner of it. You're drawing around the outline. You're not making a rectangle like from point to point type of thing like before. There you go. Cool. Now, if you'll remember, the connector that we have actually needs the board to go up into its business a little bit.
Right.
So we have to make a little narrow section at the bottom. And how we're going to do that is with not the miter tool, but the one right next to it. I can't remember the name of.
The split?
Split. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and start from where that little white line ends. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Did it not work? Try clicking again. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's doing the other direction. Tim, that you started from the other side, if you don't mind. And go up a little bit. Didn't. No, it's not doing it.
I'm just going to click cancel and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
So from this side here. No, it doesn't like that.
And then click again. You click again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. That's why. Down. Leave it parallel and then click again. Down a little bit. There you go. Click. Hit escape. This is gonna freak you out a little bit. I apologize. Click on the right-hand corner and move it up. Not quite what I was hoping would happen, but close. Okay.
What is this redness here?
That means that the design rules are such that those pins appear to be too close to the board edge, but that's just the design rules that we have set right now, which are not necessarily accurate.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna do a second split to get the effect we want.
Okay. All right, so we'll start with this first split then.
Not right where it was, but move just a little bit to the right of it, and then double click again, basically. And
Something
then
like
do
that.
the same thing where you put it down, and then click again, and then try to move the corner. Hit escape first. You still have the split tool selected. So. There we go. Okay.
Jesus.
Control Z.
Nope, it did not take the split.
When you click an edge, it'll grab the entire edge. If you click a corner, it'll grab that line of that corner and move only the corner relative to the other sections. So
I broke something. Hold on.
Use the undo button. Undo is your friend.
Well, the undo is what. Oh, okay. All right, we're all right now. All right. I'm gonna redo this. We're gonna split. Split. No. God bless America.
It highlights before you actually. There you go. Now click one more time.
One more time.
All right. Now drop it back to where it was.
Okay.
To the right a little bit. Right a little bit. Okay. Hit escape. So I'm having you do a bunch of stuff without explaining it at the moment, so I apologize for that.
I just want to cut a piece of the damn board out.
No. What I'm making you do here is I'm having you create line joints so that it's not one contiguous line, and then we're gonna move that corner.
Right, because then we can just grab it by the points and move whatever we want.
Precisely. So I think you've just done that. You should be able to, but you still have the split thing. Now you're done. You're grabbing the line again instead of the corner. You still have it selected. You have to hit escape. You have to clear your selection before you start selecting anything. Now grab the corner and move it.
Hold on, I'm just gonna keep hitting escape until I feel good about it.
I would zoom out a little bit because you don't have the full thing in your view.
Oh God, I broke something. Oh, I broke something.
Yeah.
All right, the corner.
There you go. Now up. Click, hold, drag. Oh, it's doing the whole goddamn thing. Fucking. Wonder what. I'm not sure exactly how you're doing this differently than I am. So let's try it.
I figure it's a couple years worth of schooling different.
It's possibly that. It could be that just like I'm doing some stuff on my end with my mouse that I'm not aware of, that I'm not communicating. Either way, the easier way for you to do this may be to start from scratch on that polyline for the outline again.
Okay.
Instead of trying to modify the existing one, we may just want to do it over.
Oh, I can probably just do it like this, no? Yeah.
I mean, considering that's a problem.
So we can do
here. You need that
here, over and then back down. Is that what you want me to do?
You need a lot more than that. Is the problem. You need everything. That entire piece of the board above where the J1 exists should not exist.
Like
you need it.
You want it like out here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me kill this. Let me kill that.
Just kill the whole damn thing.
Yeah. I'm a murderer.
Get the top line
PCBs.
too. You don't need it.
I'll leave the top one. That one's fine, ain't it? Or no?
But it's hard to attach to when you're doing a different polyline. So
it's actually not. It's totally fine.
It used to be. Okay. Yeah, I would just dip inward from there.
Oh, from here, like right by the D2.
Like just. Yeah, and since you have the ability to do the diagonal lines, that's what I would do. Just diagonal it over. Right there.
Something just
I
like
think
that.
You need to go all the way to you need to go all the way over to there exactly.
Or you want me to cross that or no, right on the edge?
No, on the edge.
Okay. And
Then
then
I would do
stop
up
like
just a
right
smidge.
there, right at the bottom.
Down a little bit more. Use your Alt key to get it like right parallel with that white line.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. All right. All right. Now you drop your next one sort of the same corresponding location on the other side. Use your Alt key.
Right. Okay.
A little bit more. A
Got
little
it.
more. A little bit more.
I got it.
More straight first. A little bit more straight first.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah,
That.
right there. That should do it. Right.
No, I had
Now
more of
you
a
can
gap
you
over
should be
there.
able to let go.
I have more of a gap. It's going to bother me. I have to add the same amount of gap.
Right. There you go. There you go. Okay.
Okay. That
Now you
makes
should be able to let
sense.
go of the Alt key and do the whole shoot dealy bop up to the top. If you let go of Alt, it'll snap better.
Okay.
Go. Drop that one
That
there.
looks about the
Yep.
same.
And then go ahead and close it up. Okay,
Holy crap.
Escape.
Like that's no friggin' joke, my dude. That is no freaking joke.
Oh, you know what we just didn't do?
What?
Oh, we didn't add the mortises. I give the split another shot.
No, I'm gonna cut the top line and I'm gonna redo the top line because no, we ain't no man, nah, just nah, dog.
I think you should move the sidelines down first to be like parallel with the bottoms of those pins.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Bottom.
Is there like a trim tool that I can use,
There's not.
or do I have to delete all of that and redo it again?
You don't have to delete it. If you click and click on the very end of that line, what the tool is selected.
Okay.
There you go. Now if you drag it down, it should let you do that.
Okay, that's pretty close.
Either scroll out to double check that we didn't screw up the bottom of the line. Yep, we did screw up the bottom of the line.
Nice.
Stop.
You don't want it on the other side?
Look again.
What?
Don't see the difference there?
Oh, yeah, it's a little cattywampus.
I would Control Z it. I would undo it. Yeah. Now, what you can before you do that,
Oh, I can dimension it.
what it's going to do is show you a measurement.
I can't change it? No? Alright.
You can change it, but not that methodology. If you hit properties, you do a from and to if you want, but
I did a split instead.
an easier way to do this is if you without anything selected, yeah, you're gonna have trouble dealing with forgot you have the polylines there too. That's gonna make selection harder.
Okay.
So the selection that you're doing is on the line itself instead of actually on the vertex of the end of it. That's part of why you keep on getting the whole line moving instead of it just shortening when you move it around.
Okay.
If you select the very, very, very tip of that line and then click and hold and drag it, now it's still selected, so you have to hit escape first. Now you get the polyline selected. There you go. The end of that line isn't at the apex of that. There it is. Yeah, it's right at the center of that thing, precisely. If you scroll out, you can double check to see whether it's actually screwing up the thing or not. It is.
Yay!
There is a way of doing this with just the mouse, but I'm having a hard time communicating that to you.
I mean, I've got a 6 degrees of freedom 3D connection, but it doesn't do anything in here.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we have to do a split. So if I split it and I split it, let's say right about there, right? And I do that and hit OK.
Oh, you want that split to be at the bottom, but at the bottom edge of those pins, not the top. Yeah. And then try moving to the right. See, it's going the other direction than we want it to. That's the problem with the split tool. It always ends up going the other direction than I meant it for.
My thought was if I split it, I can... Ah, dang it, Bobby. All right, well, I guess
you can delete that line and the one on the right, and we can go from there. Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. That's no big deal. That's nice and simple.
Mm.
You want to be just at the
bottom,
just right there, or down here?
There. That's more.
It's a little low.
Let's not keep going. Click there. Go to the right.
Go to the right, like that.
Wait, you click first.
Right. Okay.
Now you go to the right. Now you go. Like I would click just if you use your Alt key to get closer to the pins.
Like right on them, like that.
Yeah, right on them. Close as you can get.
Oh, I'm on top of them right there, but I guess that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what we want actually. You have a little up a little bit. Just a smidge. Right there, I think. There you go.
Same deal here.
Same deal. Up a little bit more. A little bit more.
Okay, so this is not how I would have done this, but, you know, the way that I would have done it's not the right way, so it doesn't really matter.
You probably want to actually... I think you got it. There. Perfect. Go ahead and escape. So the other board that we'll be making is going to have like two holes where those would go into.
Yeah. Those seem very tall.
They are. They are how tall? 2 millimeters tall. Our entire board is 1.6 millimeters thick. So we could... There's two ways we can handle this. I think the best way to do this actually
would be the board up a little bit. Or no?
Oh, I see. Like those gaps in between.
You know what? With the drill pieces and all that, it'll probably account for 0.4 of a millimeter. I'm not worried about it.
Well, we do want a part of those pins to show above the top of the PCB so that they can be soldered to. So if we move that line. That one we're over, and then the one to the right of it, or the one in the center and the one on the right, we can move those up. Yeah, precisely, just like that.
That's fine.
And that should do it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So precisely.
Yeah.
Now what we want to do is we're going to make another board that will connect to this one.
Right.
And we'll go from there.
Let me save.
So
this,
we need
just to
save that first.
Here. Save often and all the dang time.
At some point, you and I need to go and try and find a 3D model for that connector, the USB connector, so we can stick it on here. Fun thing that you can do in this now, if you want to, is generate 3D package, because that LED and the diodes should actually show up.
Which is right there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on. Show me the money. Oh, God, how mad is this computer? Oh, she mad. What? Oh, because I'm using Discord. My GPU's like, so, hi, we're here. Nice to see you. Uh-oh. Oh, right, because they're pads.
It's a test
Oh, so dope! Look at that! It doesn't mean shit to me, but look at how cool it is! Oh, those are all on the bottom and not on the top.
They're supposed to be. They're on each side.
No, they're only on one side.
They're on both sides.
So why is it covered with something here?
That would be
that's the 3D model that's missing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Dude! Oh, and the LED model's missing too. I'm basically an electrical engineer. Somebody get me a college degree! Another college degree, I should say. Can I get like an honorary electrical engineering degree? I feel like I've passed most of it at this point. But I cheated through the whole thing, but like, you know. Yeah. It's 2021 in college.
If you wanted to make this thing smaller vertically, we can do that. We can group those parts a bit better if you wanted to.
It might make sense for us to do that, I think. But I guess I'm unsure of how far down the USB connector comes. Oh gosh. Oh no. Tim from TH3D is in the chat. I'm so screwed. There goes all my credibility. Hey, Tim, how you doing? He says, nah, drats.
Drats, he says.
I said drats because drats. All right, let's go back. Or, wait.
Yeah.
Can I actually move stuff?
I think you can. I've never actually tried it from the 3D side to the 2D side, but you can in 360.
We're not going to do that.
I know that is a functionality that they have added. I
We
just
ain't gonna
haven't
do
messed with it myself.
No, we ain't doing it, homie. We ain't doing it. I didn't realize there was going to be this much space. So we can, well, question. Making a case for my WLED controller, he says. Yeah. So, question, Alan. Would we want to put more of those pads in between and not connect them to anything? Just put solder pads so I can have more strength for this connector to keep it from getting all floppy-like.
It's possible.
Because
Yeah,
that was my thought, where we leave enough so we don't end up with a solder bridge. We put a pad here, and maybe one on each side at the tips. And then I won't need any epoxy.
I would still do the epoxy for electrical isolation reasons. Other than that, sure.
My thought was just if we can use solder in places, it's one less thing. Okay, so
I would, if nothing else, you just put hot glue over it.
Okay. Tim doesn't know what we're doing. Hey, Tim. So hi. You don't know what we're doing. That's okay. Yes, through-hole connectors are much stronger than surface mount, but what we are doing...
Not doing a surface mount.
Yeah, it's a thing, homie. So we are building a charging case for the Osmo Pocket, and it uses a vertical mount USB-C. They are incredibly difficult to find. We found a couple that were in stock, and they are actually board edge. We could not find any male vertical mount USB-Cs that gave us enough hope that I could get assembled. So if I have to do the soldering myself, we might as well just make one that's going to be fun. So what this actually is, it's a mortise and tenon between two boards to give us the 90-degree angle that we need for the USB-C. And yes, Alan, I want to compact the crap out of this, because the less vertical height that this thing is, the better, realistically.
So you can tighten those things right up on each other.
Well, I want to leave enough space. Oh, okay, that's fine.
I want to leave enough space for...
Okay, that's fine. Wait, I should be going this way, shouldn't I?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Easier to move that. You're trying to leave space for what exactly?
The extra solder pads.
Okay.
I can put the resistor like...
And you can put it wherever.
Like down here.
Those like right up on each other.
We probably want to make it like thinner too if we can, right?
I'm not sure. Don't do that. For the stuff up top, do a full selection of the entire top.
Like that.
And then grab one of them and move it down. There you go.
Dope. Can we get away with that?
I can get away with that. Because all that stuff will just get clipped off. Yeah, perfect.
What a stupid PCB.
Move it up like 2 clicks. Just to give us a little bit of space for those extra... No, actually, no, it'll be fine like that. It'll be fine like that.
You sure?
Yeah.
I figure we have enough room for a big solder pad here and a big solder pad here, and we're fine.
Let's go add 2 more test points on the ground plane.
Okay.
In the schematic.
And I'm just gonna... Wait. I'm on the 20
You gotta do it from the schematic.
Oh, in the schematic, right. Okay, so I gotta go back to the schematic. I need to get
test points.
New part. I'm gonna do just the square ones. Yeah. Okay, cool. We're both thinking the same way.
And just like, you can attach them to the ground directly if you want.
This ground?
Or you can right click to rotate. Doesn't matter. Everyone.
There. It's cooler. It makes me feel better. All right, so that should now update in here.
You should be able to just stick those suckers right on the corners.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Nice one.
Hey, just yet.
It's a baby. Oh, hello. Sweet girl. Yes, I love you too. No. One big half lump.
Is the dog a half a lump?
Yes, he is.
I too am a half a lump.
Oh.
But I'm a half a lump of
You can
stupid.
see her on camera, but hello.
Yeah, I'm not looking at you, unfortunately. Sorry. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
even
all
with alt clicked, I can't get this any closer to the edge than what we're seeing right now.
right. That is correct, and there's a reason for that. We are using design rules, and those design rules dictate that you have to have paths certain a distance from the thing. You can override them, however, and how you do that, before you try and place that one, you're going to have to do this. So
Okay.
just let go of that. If you see in the very bottom of your view screen, you have those little options that Fusion does for view and stuff.
Yeah.
On the very far right hand side, there's a pull down,
Push violators.
and we're gonna just do ignore violators. And then you should be able to.
There are
actually
no
grab that.
rules. I am the police at this point, or something.
Yeah.
Roxanne. Oh, wrong police. Oh God! Now we not only have Tim from TH3D, we got people from Lychee Slicer in here. I'm sorry, guys. This is amateur hour. All right, this is just amateur hour. And Alexandre,
electrical
I want
engineer
to get,
tries to just teach it.
real quick, Alexandre, I want to get you and anyone else from Lychee Slicer on the podcast this weekend. So I messaged Thomas, but I haven't heard back from him. I want to get you guys on the podcast this weekend because I want to have you guys. Well, I messaged Thomas first to get an official response to the SDK because the SDK for Chichibox was released, and the Alan, to give you an idea, the terms of service are just they're stupid. The whole channel's amateur hour. You know, Tim, I don't like you, but I do like you, but I don't like you. You're mean to me, but you're not. You're nice to me, but then you look. I got 2 business degrees. All right, I'm just saying.
You'll notice just happened there is
I grabbed the
this
diode.
This is why you don't use the box selection every time. Just try and let use your mouse.
Yes, Papa Allen. Okay.
Okay, so
I don't think it will be possible. Still waiting for T2 info. Dang. Okay. Well, that's all right.
All right. Well, either way.
Ooh, I gotta move this down.
Now, if you all right, those center bits aren't exactly centered. If you wanted to do that, you could, but like I'm not gonna get on you about it. We can make it work with it as it is.
What's center bits?
The 2 mortises that we've built are not.
Oh,
centered.
these, they're not exactly centered.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, at this point, I'm probably not going to worry about it.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. The tricky thing that we're going to have to do, though, is we do have to figure out exactly how far apart they are so that we can create the proper holes in the other part of the PCB. Yes.
We only have about 10 minutes as well. But
we got the first bit almost done.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like we're kind of like in the home stretch. So, okay, I got to go.
So first thing we need to do at this point is connect those rat nest wires so that we can actually like have proper electrical design here.
What rat nest?
We're gonna do route net, which is in your bar at the top here. It's gonna be to almost in the middle. It's next to it's a line with 2 circles at the end of it with a little angle on it. There you go. Route manual. Route manual is the one you want.
Oh, dang.
All right. Ignore the ones for the ground and just. Right? Didn't hear what you said there.
I don't want to do it manually.
Hey, you are doing it manually though.
I don't want to do it manually. You can't make me. You're not my real dad.
Ignore the grounds. Ignore the grounds.
Oh. Okay, so.
There you go.
One goes to here. Goes to there. Should I also?
You're done on that one.
Should I connect another one to that pad or no?
It's already connected through the other one.
Oh, okay. I have to go from here to here. From here to there, which then connects to that. NS2 to NS2. We're done.
Almost. At the bottoms.
What?
There's also You'll notice
Oh,
NS.
I see. Yep.
No, not that one. Remember, ignore ground.
What bottom
Zoom
ones
in.
am I? Oh, on the other side of the board.
Not only that, zoom in. On the USB connector, you'll notice that there is another pad
Oh,
on the other
from
side.
here.
Yeah.
I gotta.
There you go. Come on. There you go.
Give me. There. To
You
there.
can't go across.
Why? Oh my
Well, right now
gosh!
you have ignore violators at the moment, so it's not doing it for you
Oh,
automatically.
okay. All right. Well, we're gonna turn that
I
off.
do walk. Change that to walk around. Walk around. There you go.
Oh, that's exactly what I want. Most of the team
Not
is
the
in
board
crunch right now, and I
outline.
need time with some of them. And I even have a tough time to get even a few minutes. If Thomas or Julian don't answer, you know why. Okay. All right. That's fair. Yeah. So Lychee's having a tough time, and it's not their fault, and I'm
Oh.
pissed because it's not fair. What Chi2Box is doing is anti-competitive at best and mildly illegal in some areas at worst. What? Is it yelling? Did it yell at me for that? No,
Why would it yell at you for that?
I don't know. It
Well,
was
I
all
would yell at you
red.
for that, but it wasn't.
You're gonna yell at me for that? Why are you gonna yell at me for that?
Because that's a terrible trace shape.
You're a terrible trace.
Connect it to the elbow instead of the pin.
You're a terrible trace. You know that? You want it up there, Alan?
Yes, yes, there.
Okay.
There you go. That's a better trace.
You're just mean to me.
Yeah, I know. All right, go ahead.
Everybody's
And
mean to me. No, I'm fine.
But you seem to like it, so
Wow. Yeah, I am a small business owner. That's fair.
yeah. All right, so now we're gonna do the ones on the bottom. Go ahead and
Hold
switch
on.
your
Before
layer
we
to the
go
bottom.
too far away from this, how much current can these pass?
Enough. You can change the width on those if you want, but it's enough.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to pass. I mean, preferably up to an amp.
Those will handle the amp.
Well, we'll find out if they don't.
If you want to change the you can change the trace width in that little menu there.
Oh.
But it only change for future ones. If you want to change the existing ones, you'd go and either delete
Select
them and
them
redo
all.
them, or
Yeah. All right. That should. Be
the other way to do this is to change the net class. So to change that to a VCC net class, and then change the net class's default width to be wider.
I don't know how to do any of that, so we're probably gonna.
I can show you another time. It's not.
Yeah,
That's
no,
out of
it's fine.
scope for today.
This is crazy.
But we should do the bottom.
Well, oh, okay. I was gonna save it. All right. Let's do the bottom, and then
There's one
I
more.
wanna. What I want to do is I want to update the new 3D model, and that's where we will end.
Right. So to do what we're doing to do now, you have to actually create a via during the net
Yeah,
routing
the vias are the
process.
things that poke through, right?
And it's very easy to do. What you're going to do is you're going to start a net, start laying it out, and then you're going to hit the space bar, and that'll switch you to the top.
Okay, so I'm gonna start a net like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So click on one of those air wires for the bottom bit.
Well, these
One of
are
the
all
pins that's
grounds.
not connected yet.
We
Zoom
don't
in. Zoom in.
Ah,
Same pins that on the bottom is the top.
this one.
Not that one. The ones that have the red running to them.
Oh, okay. Here.
Yes, this one's. Yes.
Well, they're
Should be anyway.
okay.
Then they're not connected currently because we didn't do it in the schematic. Or did we? Oh yeah, we did. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and hit the space bar. Oh, lay it down. And now you should be able to route the other net to that one. The second pin on the left hand side.
Is there? Alexander's asking if there is something I can't make inside of this software, and no, there is nothing you cannot make inside of Fusion. All right, so now we have the via that's gonna pass power through. We have to do it again from here, and
And just drop it right there.
yeah, I'm just gonna drop it right there. So that gets us our via.
And last thing you want to do is to go ahead and close out of that tool, and then you're going to do the grid. Type in rat's nest and hit enter. That'll do the polys again.
Here?
Your slash man, yeah. Yep, rat's nest. And hit enter. Did it do it?
No.
Come up with something here? I didn't see.
It said there are 18 air wires preventing it.
I dig it. Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. Should be a button for this. Used to be. Okay, Fusion. What the hell aren't you opening up on my side? Damn it. Okay, every so often it does this where like Fusion 360 just needs to get uninstalled and reinstalled. It just won't fucking launch for me. It's really, really annoying. Anyway,
Well, you know what? I think this is a good place for us to stop. I'm gonna go okay here. I'm gonna save it, and I want to regenerate. So how do I resync it?
You need to do it from the other side.
Okay, I'll
back
just
in the PCB.
It.
Yeah, from there, and then you just hit the exactly.
Yeah, I think this is a great place as any to stop. Alan, I appreciate it for you coming out, hanging out with me. I feel like you said you're out of sync. Okay, there you go. Oh, that's so cool. That's
there
so
it goes.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's the Via. That's so cool, dude. Like, that's cool, all right? I know this, it's frustrating as hell for me, and I'm sure the viewers are probably a little frustrated in my frustration. We're just frustrated together, but this was 2 hours. We actually have something to show for it. We started working on the mortise and tenon, and I'm learning in the process. I hope that you guys are as well. Alan, thank you very much for hanging out. I know you've got stuff to do. I've got stuff to do, so we're going to end this one off right here. In just a couple of minutes, we're going to be doing a YouTube premiere on our channel for the Photon Mono X unboxing and kind of review, but it's more of a comparison to the Elegoo Saturn. So, if you guys don't mind, we're going to go over there. I will see you in the comments for that video. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Alan, thank you again. If you guys are looking to get some really awesome but very technical ways to level your printers, you can look at Alan, and he owns Pyr0ball PCBs, and you guys should go check his company out because they're pretty freaking awesome. Alan is a wizard of all things CAD and electrical engineering, and he works for 3D Musketeers. Don't try to steal him. I will find you. Alexander is asking if I have tested the firmware 3.5.4. No, I haven't. That's the newest Lychee build. I haven't yet. We've got a couple of pieces that are kind of mission critical right now, and I don't want to test a beta build at the moment. But maybe today I'll get some time. But we're looking to like do some crypto bananas or I don't know, some NFT related thing. But yeah, I'm gonna be testing it, but we're definitely going to be keeping an eye out because the next big release that Lychee does to the community, because this is just for their Discord only, we will be doing a video on. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks, Alan, for coming to hang out. And thank you all for watching. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your loved ones. And as always, keep making awesome. I'll see you, like, right friggin' now in another video. Take care.